about me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kyle Claus on this beautiful day. Snowing behind me in West New York, New Jersey, where I live, right across from Manhattan. And I had a couple minutes. I have about 20 minutes. I don't think I'll be that long in this video, but I am making a video. It's going to be a little different than I normally make. I normally make videos that it's, a little bit more outlined, a little bit more structured. I'm a little bit more on. But this one, I just wanted to really speak from the heart and do it more of a vlog style because definitely a little bit in my feelings today. Just coming off of a extremely blessed night that, man, I like back in my, I guess, early 20s or something, just would not be able to kind of fathom. I've always wanted this, and you just couldn't kind of imagine like getting there, or you had all this uncertainty around it and just fighting through that anxiety and pushing through and going after your dreams and going after what you really want in life and just battling every day a bunch of uncertainty and just going forward regardless. So I wanted to make this more of a vlog style, speak a little bit more from the heart, and I tend to ramble, so I'm going to try not to do that. But, last night I was able to have this incredible experience where I had friends, coworkers, family in a theater, which I imagined in my head before this thing ever happened, to be able to have that kind of experience and I had a part on a major network television show. And it was a pretty decent, meaty part, substantial part in a episode of FBI for CBS.
Show these snowflakes who the real Americans are!
David Motor, FBI. I need to ask you some questions.
About what?
If you wouldn't mind just walking over here with me. Stop! What's the next target?
I don't know.
Where does he live?
Don't know that either. Like I said, we met at the bar, then hooked up at the storage facility. That's it, I swear to God.
I was able to pack this theater in our home theater and have these people experience this and have me experience this and have everyone around and see my work, going after my dreams of acting on the big screen and, having that experience with them and then hearing from my hometown people through social media, through emails, through texts about watching it and seeing me and all that stuff. So that's really what it's all about. Like that is really what it's been all about. So a couple things with this. The crazy part is that more than imagining myself on TV and how cool that would be, it was really the experience of having this in the theater with family, friends, coworkers around, hearing and having my people from where I grew up being able to tap into on a Tuesday night on CBS and sit on their couch and see me, somebody that they've shared life experiences with, going after their dreams and making a breakthrough. I still got a lot. It was definitely a level, but I'm all about the growth mindset and it's all about getting to the next level after that. Like what's next now? So while that was awesome, while I'm basking in it today and the experience, now it's great and I want to see what the next experience is like and where I'm going to go after this. But the reason for making this video also is it's taken me back a little bit of where it started and what my big picture was. And that's what I'm most amazed about. Not just the acting part, because frankly, I wasn't just like, I'm gonna go wait tables, sleep on a couch, die hard acting, and then I got to this level. Because maybe I could have even gotten further along than where I'm at now. Regardless I build it by design, and I can remember taking a train up from my hometown in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, and driving an hour to get to the train, then taking an hour train ride in just for an opportunity to audition. My, how things have changed. But while I was on this train ride one day, I thought about what I was doing in my life, and it involved, real estate, getting my real estate license to be able to set myself up financially for the future, for investing, to be at a certain place in my life where I'm solid and I'm not worried about where the next paycheck's coming, which can really screw actors up and creatives up because they're worried about where the next money for rent is coming or for bills being due. And I can remember thinking, like, I don't want to be like that. And, I thought, wow, I'm better than that. I can build this life up, and if I just work a little bit harder, I can build this real estate empire up, this investing empire up, and invest in properties. And I just learned about that, and invest in some stocks and learned about that, and then eventually cryptocurrency and learned about that. And the thing was, I remember this idea came to my mind about, wow, I'm doing exactly what I want while I'm also building a life for myself to become a millionaire and then a multimillionaire. And because once I got to millionaire status, I was like, great, but what's the next? This point of this video is like, really, it's not to brag about what I've done in my career, how much money I have, because I continually hear about it from other people, like, man, you could like brag or you could be this and that, like, but you continue to be humble, and that's success in itself. And I'm like, wow, I'm just trying to be myself, but like, that is true, without me thinking about it, it's like, I'm just being who I am. It's not about the money. It's not about flossing and trying to be this guy that I'm not. I never really cared about the money. I cared about the experience and lifestyle money would afford me to be able to have, which was comfortable, which was supported, which was, just like not worried about things. So the title I had in mind that came to my mind was How to Be a Millionaire While Doing What You Want. Because I thought about that and I was like, man, I'm on a train ride. Yeah, I'm going in, I'm struggling now. I have maybe 30K in the bank, but like, I'm on my path. And as I kept going, I just kept this vision in mind about having investments, having opportunities and all that. And as I got further along in this and moved up to New York, kept running into actors and like people that were like not in a place like that. They were just sleeping on somebody's couch or waiting tables or something. And then I just kept this goal in mind to have. Now, the funny thing is, and I'm just kind of figuring this out making this video, I could have, maybe if I just honed in on acting, right? Been like, I compare myself to those guys that I used to work with, Mark Wahlberg and stuff like that, where I'm like, oh, well, I'm not at his level or his career. So that's compare and despair. Or then I look at people in real estate where I'm like, oh, like Ryan Serhant, not at his level of real estate. These guys are all in on their one thing. They both made it, yes. I have gone after and I've accomplished exactly what I've set out to accomplish. I'm balancing both things, but all together, it's like, I'm just in my feelings today because I'm like, wow, family life, investment-wise, and acting breakthrough, and just having it all to where I just wanted to be. And the reason I really wanted to make this is because that's how I'm feeling today. I'm super happy with where I'm at in life, in career, and as I got older in this business and as the pandemic happened and as I heard other actors being like, man, what do I do? How do I take it from you? And now, hey, look, they're in their 30s, their 30s, 40s, nothing wrong with that, but the harder it is, the later you start. And I'm just really passionate about, anybody can tell you about acting stuff. You can read books on acting, you can read books on acting advice. Anybody can tell you about financial advice and stuff like that. But if you're and the thing is that I used to want to hide both careers. So people would look at it and be like, oh, well, how do you do acting and real estate? I don't know, maybe I'm an anomaly, but I don't think I am. I don't think I'm special. I just really am passionate about acting. I don't think anybody grows up as a little kid going, I want to be a real estate agent, But then finding that career and loving that as well, but not having to give up on acting. Through the years, I found a couple other actors, entrepreneurs, or actors, real estate agents, but it's really about, having this mentality and the earlier you start, the better, but of like what it is you really want to do, or what it is you've always wanted to do, whether it was paint, whether it was dance, whether it was music, whether it was something, and just building this life around that sustain that for the long term, because that's what it is. It's a long term. Life is not a destination. It's a journey, and you got to enjoy the journey and know where the hell you're going and you want to go and stay on that path. So I'm just extremely grateful today. I had the most perfect night. I was on FBI. We'll show a couple clips of this in this video, I'm sure. And just to anybody that has a dream and a lifelong dream, follow it, build a life around it, make investments, and then just, it's all about just building the life by design that you want. I usually go into a tangent about follow, subscribe to my channel. I don't care if you do or not. I just wanted to make this video and this vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in and hearing me out. If you have any questions about anything, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. This was not supposed to be some kind of crazy video. It's really just me talking from the heart and just explaining where I'm at right now, and super happy about it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and talk to you guys soon. Take care. All right, you know what? There is one more thing I wanted to talk about, because as I turned the video off, I just thought about some other stuff started coming flooding to my mind. So here's where I want to get a little bit more instructional. If you're watching this video and I don't know, you're younger, you're starting out, you're an actor, you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe you're a photographer, maybe you're a musician, maybe you want this stuff, but it's don't let yourself, that's the whole point. Don't let yourself get to a point where you have to give up one or another, where you're all in on this thing. I mean, look, there are anomalies. There are the Guns N' Roses who go sleep on a couch and get off and are dead broke and are all sleeping together and come out with appetite for destruction, and are drinking and pissing, throwing up and all that stuff. Yeah, there's that. There are people that, have the Hollywood story of packing their car up, driving out to Hollywood and breaking into this amazing, the Brad Pitts where they're just sleeping on couches, dressing up as chickens, and then they're Hollywood A-listers. Listen, for every one of those, that's a dream. Don't be stooped into that kind of mentality where you're I can't be this, I can't be that. I was told I can't be a businessman. I can be an actor or I can be a businessman. You can't be both. That was what a specific acting teacher told me, who, listen, I won't say names, but that was from her experience, right? I believe that. As an impressionable young kid, you believe these things that are told to you by seeming authority. Question authority. That's what I must say to you. Question authority. When you have this dream, if you want to be an actor, if you want to be a dancer, if you want to be a sports person, if you want to be something, have this dream. Sports is a little trickier because yes, we have bodies that we got to be you might have a prime time there. So that's a little trickier thing. But as acting works, acting's from my experience. So hopefully you can plug in something else, whether it's a painter, an artist, or something like that, a famous photographer, designer, something. You can have that dream goal that's a little more, I would not let up to chance for acting. But I think actors, they get to do a work that hopefully somebody picks and chooses them to get hired for. That's not cool with me. I like to be the person that makes the things happen. That being said, actors need to be a bit more business-minded. Maybe you're starting out in your 20s and you're moving to New York or LA and you're waitering, how can you move that waitering into something a little more flexible? Maybe management. How can you move that management into something more business ownership, where you can remove yourself and then making money off of other people doing stuff? Because let's be honest, waitering, that kind of stuff is not flexible. So if you got to do it to start, yes, you're young enough, that's great. But, designing a life where you can do what you want it is to do. Like, I knew for me, weekends or weekdays had to be free and totally flexible. I knew with real estate, I could do that. I could schedule appointments at different times. I could leverage myself. I could do all those things. So it's about having the dream, then being able to build a life around it for future design of where you want to go. That's it. Hope you got value out of this video. Thank you so much, and subscribe if you feel like it. Talk to you later.